I just want to go out on the streets and just shoot. Carry a camera that doesn't tire me. It can let me shoot in low light, in the evening, in the night. I can go as undetected as possible. It won't tire me because it's light. It should look good because I want to feel good holding that camera. When I want to record a small video clip with it, I should be able to do it. Beautiful colors. The mirrorless system, that's what it's supposed to do. But the Nikon Z cameras, they're such great cameras, but it's still not that tiny. The lenses are fantastic, but they're not tiny lenses. They're pretty large, nice, large lenses. So I actually bought the X-T3, and I had this vague idea that I'd want to do a video on a new fresh idea and give it out to Nikon. Well, who am I kidding? I only have 100 subscribers. How will Nikon know? But someday. My idea was, make it a camera small as a Z50, but with a full frame sensor. The beauty of the Z system is the mount, that humongous mount, and they have done it. They put that mount there and build a tiny body around it, and you have the Z50. That nice, beautiful grip. And then when it came to launching the Z5, it's even a few grams heavier than the Z6. And while the camera is interesting, it will do its job. It doesn't inspire dreams, you know what I mean? Like with the Fuji cameras, there's a romance to it. That old style, the look, the feel. Then I'm using that f-mount 85mm lens, and it makes a lot of noise actually while focusing. It doesn't miss focus, but it makes a lot of, I think you can hear it. It's like 4 feet away. It focuses well, but I can't see it, but I trust that it does focus well. Yeah, going back, the Fuji, it's got a certain kind of romance. I was wearing that camera around my neck, and I was walking down after a day's session of street photography, and there's this guy, the street food vendor. He was selling some spicy Indian food, and I was like, let me have it. And he just stopped and looked at me and said, nice camera, beautiful little camera. He said that. I'm in a street food vendor. He can appreciate the beauty of beautiful Fuji. The Nikons are equally beautiful. The point that I'm trying to get at is somehow that the look, the style, the tiny body, the fact that it's so easy to carry, and the entire existence of the Fuji cameras, they have something about it. But I want it in full frame. I want the same feeling in full frame, and Nikon can do it. And that was my idea, but it sounds like Sony is the one who is doing it. That A60, very bland, plain Jane A6400, A6600 kind of body with in fact, very smartly placed viewfinder on the left side at the corner top. And it looks tiny. And you know what? There's so many third-party lenses now. I'm sorry, it's a bit of a rant, but Nikon should open up the mount for third parties. For example, for the Tamron lenses, and for Samyang. For God's sake, Samyang is making beautiful lenses. They just announced for the Sony mount a 35mm f1.8, and it's 210 grams. 210 grams. Some of the Fuji lenses are heavier than that. It's a 210 gram full frame 35mm 1.8 lens. What more you can want for street photography? You can do beautiful night photography. You just put the damn ibis there in the Z50 body. Or have you seen those nice rumored Z30 designs come out. So I'll put them up here. That the Z30, I mean, why not just turn the Z30 into full frame camera, for God's sake? So don't put the make the viewfinder optional. Most of the guys are today are like holding the camera like a mobile phone. In any case, we're getting used to it. And we can spend a little bit more money and just buy that additional viewfinder and just put it on top of it, or implement something like what Sony is doing for A7C. I just want that camera to be a nice compact camera, and the lens mount opens up to third parties who make tiny, not always perfect, not all the best lenses, but these third party manufacturers, they make just such sweet compromise. They give you lighter, smaller, cheaper lenses, and you can really appreciate it, justify them. You can probably buy a whole set of them, the 50, 35, maybe even a wide prime, a long prime like 105 if anyone comes up with it. That's the fantasy. To be able to put a tiny, beautiful, solid rocking on a Samyang 35mm 1.8, just $400, which is about not even 30,000 rupees in India. I mean, that's fantastic. I mean, yeah, because those lenses will autofocus nice for video or for photo shoots, for anything really. Problem the Fuji lenses are, you've got to have one set of lenses for photography, the other set of lenses for video, and the ones that are great for photography, you just want to forget everything, take the camera out and wherever you want to. The bodies are nice, but the lenses are not weatherproof. It's just, I really appreciate the idea of the perfect camera, the hunt for perfect camera by Camera Conspiracies. That guy, he's smart, he saw it before all of us. It's like there's really, as if there is really a conspiracy going on to never let you be satisfied. You just can't place your hand on something and say, this is it. I said, you just can't place your hand on something and say, this is it. That's the last thing we'll buy for the next 5 years. Okay, for 3 years. I really want Nikon to do that. I really want Nikon to use the Z30 kind of design of the Z50 and come up with a full frame body that probably has IBIS, and just make it a little thicker, maybe, or launch one of those. I'm really waiting for that 40mm 2.8 or that 28mm 2.8 primes. I don't know when they're going to come out, and there's no talk around that. People are crazy about the 1.2 lenses. I mean, in fact, I made a video on that as well. But the smaller, more affordable, more everyday kind of lenses. Photography should be everyday. Creativity should be everyday. This lens is making a lot of noise. I think I need to upgrade to the. Sorry for the rant, but please subscribe. Please subscribe. It's a new channel. It doesn't cost you anything at all. We'll see you soon with the difference between a crop sensor and full frame cameras. That's one. And the next thing that I'm going to come up with is a comprehensive, detailed understanding of how to use the exposure triangle, but not to understand them separately, but to understand them holistically. Those two are going to be my next two videos. So keep coming back, subscribe, press the bell icon. Thank you. See you soon.